Hey guys, it's MikeGoG with another Godforge video coming at you today. Day 3 we're into. I farmed all night with 1700 stamina or energy, and I woke up to nothing. I have a couple pieces of gear, I guess, but I got to go through and see if they're even good. But I didn't get a single legendary on the account last night, which is pretty rough. I got to say they've toned back the drop rates of legendaries. They had to have. Because I was either that or I was super lucky the first time around, one of the two. But I literally, I'm pretty sure, got every single legendary in the game in the 10 days it was out. I only played for 8 because 2 days I went up to the lake on the second alpha wave. And I had multiple awakenings on, I had a couple of them maxed out and like 3 or more awakenings on most of them. So I kind of like, obviously I wish I had more legendaries on the account. Right now I'm rolling with Hercules here. He is destroying stuff, got his HP all the way over 60,000 again. Do actually have some headroom, but I also was crit rated almost 100%. So that was a new development for me. I also put him in some gear where he heals himself, but I think I have him in 4 of the strong arm pieces, and it says that it's supposed to heal all of your allies for the a percentage of damage. But I don't think that mechanic is actually working. I think it's only healing himself. So I have him in 4 pieces of that. Might make sense to step him out of that if it's not working and move it to something else. But those heals go to him. And as I've seen these guys where they're low on health, and I have not seen their health actually increase. And that could, I mean, maybe I just didn't notice it. Maybe it's a small amount. But theoretically, I see you got these little guys coming in there. So maybe, I don't know. I'll have to go back on the camera and see if that happened or not. But anyway, so I'm out of energy. I have, I think, 60 energy left, and I'm farming here on day 3, just trying to get somebody on the account. I did get a Horus yesterday when I beat stage 140. When I beat stage 140, this morning I woke up and I actually was able to beat stage 141, but I am stuck on stage 142. I need some control. So my goal is to go in and we're going to build up. We're going to turn this off so we can talk a little bit. But we're going to build up some crowd control characters specifically for buying me some time. And then between that and Hercules, I think I'll be able to get it done. But if we go into the heroes, the other thing I've been doing is probably stupid because I really want to get through 150 before I started to do this, but I've kind of wasted a lot of resources. But I need to clear out my my bank here. So I started going through here and just maxing everybody out. So there's a few folk here. We just got Awaken Gilgamesh here, which is, I mean, what is that, 6 4-star chickens that I kind of wasted there because chances are I'm not even really going to use Gilgamesh. But my goal is to get everybody a 5-star Awaken by the time the thing goes away. This is what was happening last time, where it's like you do an awakening or something, and then it just shuffles all of your characters. And then you got to go back in here and go rank, and then go back to level, and it sorts them out again. But it was just kind of really confusing as that was happening. So there's my Horus. Haven't really started working on him. Here's my Isis. Haven't really started working on her. So those are some opportunities there. I do have 3 5-star chickens, working on getting some more. So that'll be pretty good as far as that goes. But we have gotten, yeah, even down to here this is kind of probably the worst of it, is utilizing these guys, because I can level these guys all up to be chickens. But right now I don't even really have anybody to make chickens as far as that. But this guy right here, I do have him up here. This is the guy I'm going to be using for my crowd control. But on this A2, we have a 50% chance to place Confuse for 1 turn on all enemies. So that's going to basically make them hit themselves, do a little bit of damage to themselves, but more importantly, they're not going to be hitting me for a whole turn. And right now with Shamash and his assisted attack, he basically gets to one-shot somebody on my team. Usually takes out my green dragon Quetz over there. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. But I do want to get in here and actually see. I think I might need to farm some scrolls actually. If we go into here, yeah, we got 8 scrolls. How many do we need? We need 17. That's not enough. 8 is not enough. Let's see. Oh, we maxed out that second ability though. That's pretty good. We got lucky on that because that's the one that we wanted to do. So that guy is going to get fully advanced. So realistically, that'll probably take care of the problem. Now we're just doing a little more damage as far as that goes. But yeah, we'll get in there. We'll get those scrolls dialed in. Probably get him maxed out. Let's see about ascending and what we got going on. We should be able to take him pretty far. There's one. There's two. It's not telling me what I need. Maybe I have it. Maybe I don't. Success. Success. Am I just not seeing it? Where are we at? Oh, it's just ascending him on to level 1. It hasn't done anything. All right, come back out. Let's do this again. Boom, here we go, and go back into ascend. And we've got 1 star ascended. Can we go to 2? It's not letting us go to 2. My guess is we can't 2-star ascend him. All right, we'll try that later. But anyway, so my goal is to get him in there and hopefully get some crowd control where I need it so that I can get through the wave. And then we'll go through and get that done. But right now, in fact, I might even step this up to floor 100. Or 130 probably. 130, I think you can farm scrolls and books. And you can actually get some legendary ones there. But I don't know I can actually farm it. I might just have to play. But yeah, so we can get in here and start to work on towards some of that. I did 6-star my Ramses. May or may not have been a mistake. Eventually I'm going to have them 6-starred, but you know, I didn't get a chance to kind of play through some of the stuff that I wanted to last wave, so I kind of want to go back and see how some of these champions are working when they're maxed out. Plus I still have to go back and 2-star stuff, so you know, I'll be using these champions for a little bit there. The way I have Hercules set up, he does more damage with his A1 than he does with his A2. And his A1 hits everybody. So it's, you know, you definitely want to do more damage to everybody than less damage to one person. But yeah, the auto is a little bit rough on that end, so I got to kind of manual my Hercules when I'm progressing, which is, it's fine. You know, I have a good time with it, so it's been good. So getting on to the boss here, try to stack up as many abilities as I can. I always forget to use Hercules' ability because you want to actually stack this one up so he rolls through it pretty quickly. But we're going to get in here and get those extra buffs up. We're going to smack this. This is fine. Totally fine. We could probably go on auto from here. So we should have our abilities, our AoEs. And I can't go on auto because Hercules won't hit everybody. Goofball. All right, let's see about this. There we go. And we're going to get his ability going there. I think Hell skipped Hell. Oh, there she is. I was going to say we skipped Hell's ability. That's weird. Once we get it down to 1, we'll go on auto because we don't need that AoE ability. But there we go. And let's see here. Can we get Pandora out? Pandora's kind of tricky because she pulls down your divinity. The dogs are going crazy over there. She pulls down your divinity, I think, and so it can take you out of your ult. I'm not sure exactly why this is happening. I'm clicking on Pandora, but it's attacking this guy. This time I should kill her because it's an AoE, and now we'll go on auto and get that done. So hopefully we'll get some of those medium scrolls or tomes. Tomes are good too. Got a couple legendaries trying to get decked out. I do have Quetz here at 2 level awakening. So if I get him to 3 on his A1, I believe he will petrify somebody every time he hits and it can't be resisted. So I can take accuracy out of his kit entirely because I think that's the only debuff he lands, and really focus on building his speed and his initiative. And that way he's rolling through his abilities really quickly. Getting those heals in. Those heals aren't huge with 4,500 coming in. Every time he attacks with his A1, we get 45 across the board. But everybody is in kind of their own style of heal gear and so forth, so it doesn't need to be that big. But the really big key that Quetz has been doing for me is he does the speed lead, 21%, which is huge. So that has gotten me through a lot of content, and I just recently started rebuilding my speed on my champions. So with Hell's ability here, like you see Pandora over here is now she's back up and alive, and we basically revived the enemy. I don't know that her ability is working correctly. Maybe she's dead because she's not actually there. She doesn't have a turn meter or anything. Maybe she's dead. So I'm not sure that I like the way the ability works, because oftentimes people will come back, they'd go through their 2 turns, and then they're attacking you again. Or they strip the buff or something. I don't know. Like sometimes it just doesn't seem to work right. I almost feel like it'd be cool if they all just came back to life and instantly A1 a random ally that's still alive and then died again. Like I think that would be kind of cool. and then you just kind of get one big old damage. I think that's exactly what we needed. That's perfect. You get one big old damage on whichever allies are alive, almost like a reverse shamash, and then they're dead again. So it doesn't really have the chance of hurting you. Although that being said, I guess that's the gamble that you take, where you're like, well, I mean, maybe this works out, maybe it doesn't. Or the other thing I was thinking is it'd be cool if it reset her A2. So if they come back, they all do whatever they're doing, and then when she gets to her A2 again, she just does an AoE damage and kills everybody back before they have a chance to really do anything negative to you. That could be kind of cool. So we needed exactly 9, so we're going to get that dialed in. But yeah, it's kind of tough because I'm at a place right now where I need to farm and get some stuff on the account, but I don't have any energy, and so I'm assuming other folks are running into that same problem, and so a lot of people are going to start getting congested on the leaderboard. I did get as high as 23rd was the best I ever was. Currently, I'm sitting in the top 50. Oh, I'm 52nd. So I'm outside the top 50, although that being said, I did beat stage 140, so I should be, yeah, I guess 51st. I get to move up one position. So that's pretty exciting. But yeah, so that's what I got for day 3, but honestly, day 3 is probably going to be pretty lackluster because I don't have any energy to do anything. Simon was talking about dropping different goodies along the way, but I think it was on the 4th and the 5th day and kind of on from there. I don't think anything was coming in today, but I have to check back periodically and just see if we got anything on the account that I can play with. But ultimately, my team's making some pretty good headway. I could definitely get some levels on Ramses here because I think he's still on level 50, but he's 6 stars, so get him up a little bit. And then I think Quetz is on like 58 or something like that, so getting him to 60 is going to be helpful. And then I could probably go back, start farming some of the awakening stones. I do have everybody at least 3-star awakened, so their passives are up, which is super helpful. And yeah, so I'm just kind of zipping through. But yeah, my clear times are usually under a minute for this fight, so I just blaze through it. And unfortunately, I think it's using 10 energy on each one, so I probably got 5 more chances to get it. And yeah, and we're going through. So 10, oh, excuse me, I got two more, and then we're done. So that's what I got going on as far as that goes. I wish I could keep pressing on, but unfortunately, I'm out of energy. But the big struggle I've run into this time is the drops. Like, I just have not gotten great legendary heroes. I mean, both of these guys are, I would say, good. Hercules is definitely great. But I got him super late. But these two are good. Hercules is great. Horus is great. I did receive a Raw, but my account was full, so he's an imprint, which I'm just going to hold on to him until I pull a Raw, and then he'll be my first awakening for that Raw. If I pull him. I mean, the way the drop rates are now, it's definitely not a win. It's definitely an if, which I think is probably a good move, because otherwise everybody has everybody, and then it's just a matter of really crafting and going through and getting the best gear is really what it's going to come down to. So it's kind of cool that everybody's going to probably have more of a unique team. By the end of it, maybe we get a few more legendaries on the account, but probably not going to be sitting on 5 awakening level 5 legendaries would be my best guess. But you know, who knows? Maybe my luck turns around. I just start getting legendaries left and right. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on day 3 all the way to the end. We actually just started day 3, so there might be another video depending on what comes out in later of the day if I do get some more energy and something actually happens on the game. But I am stuck on level 141 right now, and I need to build up some crowd control, and that's my goal for the day. So I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time.